Yo, how's it going, people? Welcome back to my channel. And it's been a long time since this show's been about. A little change to the name, but it's the same realness as always. Rants, what you saying, bro?
Bob, I'm sweet, man. All good round here, bro. If you get me, I got the blinds open today. That's why it's so bright, blood. But man, I get some natural sunlight in here today, bro. Like good vibes, man.
Come on, G. Big weekend as well. Big weekend. There's a few fixtures to talk about in the week, people. But make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll be back midday for the next couple weeks, and then yeah, we'll get it jotted into the schedule for the long run, people. But as you can see, we are back better than ever. Talk to me then, bro. Like, I can't lie to you. A few days ago, someone said to me, "What are you saying about the United game?" And I said, "Bro, I can't lie to you. The momentum's with them." Does that game change it?
Yeah. If you look at us, yeah, we notoriously go on good runs and bad runs, innit? That's why the manager's future is always in question, because we go on loads of a good run, then we go on a bad run, then a good run, then a bad one, then a good run, innit? And then I think this is our fourth good run, and he's had 3 bad runs as manager. All 3 times I wanted him out of there and he survived. So hopefully this isn't the start of another bad run, bro. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, this is what we do at the moment. I still question the character of some of our players. Do you know what I mean? Like our captain. Like I think he's so out of his depth as a Manchester United player, bro. Like we just lost to the worst team in Premier League history. That's what they are on paper.
Yeah.
And this geezer's reposting on Instagram stats of his game and that. Like when we lost. You know what I mean?
Is that what he did, Maguire?
Yeah. Harry Maguire completed the most amount of like long passes or something from a centre back in the game, like in the league this season. Yeah, like bro, get in the bin with all that. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. These are the stuff that our fans should be getting onto players for. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what people should be getting onto players for, not right. Like you're off form, so I'm gonna racially abuse you. Nah, get onto shit like that.
100%.
You know the ones there. That's the kind of stuff that shouldn't be acceptable at our football club. This is your captain.
Yeah, it shows that. But it's the same thing with, you see, with Lacazette and the number 10 situation we talked about. It's the same thing with that. It's like their head is not in the club. You know, they're not connected with the fans as much as, you know, people would like, because Maguire can't be doing that. Same way Lacazette can't be doing that about number 10. It's about on the pitch. And if you're losing a game, or if you're 10th in the league, 8th in the league, 15th in the league, you can't be doing things like that online. You need to understand fans are fuming. You know, fans are fuming. So I'm surprised he done that, bro. I'm surprised.
He reposted it on his story, bro. And bro, my head went, bro, because I don't even follow him, but someone else sent it to me. Yeah. And they were just like, right, can you believe this? And I was like, actually, I can. You know, like that. Because he's one of them ones where it's like, bro, his mentality is still of a Sheffield United player. Do you know what I mean? Or of a Hull City player. He's not a Manchester United player. And you can see that, bro. Because if you're the captain, you're supposed to be so mad that we lost that game that your personal stats shouldn't mean anything.
Of course, it doesn't mean anything, fam. It really doesn't, bro.
But it doesn't. It just means stuff to, do you know what I mean? The people that want to try and use these things to win arguments. But ultimately, if the team lose a game like that, you shouldn't even be paying them things no mind, innit? And it shows the mentality's not quite there, innit? If that's your skipper. You know what I mean? And I want to know how much respect these men really have for him in the changing room. I can imagine it's not very much.
You know what it is, yeah? I expect the captain to go into a room, and if one of the players reposted it, I expect the captain to be like, are you mad? We just lost out there. And you're reposting that you made the most long passes. Like you said, get in the bin with that. As a captain, you should be making sure men are not losing themselves and making it about themselves. Because you're basically passing on the blame doing that, isn't it?
100%, bro. But that's what it is. It's almost like saying, well, I did my job. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I'd take it. I'd take it that, and the rest of your players must be looking at it like, all right, cool. So what are you actually saying? You know,
bro. So but this is it, bro. So honestly, I question the mentality of certain players. I question the level of some of them. Do you know what I mean? And honestly, it's one of them ones where if United go and lose this game, it wouldn't surprise me. If United go and win this game, it wouldn't surprise me, bro. There's very little my team can do that would surprise me right now. Do you know what I mean? And I'm one of them fans that I love dishing it out. Yeah, I love dishing it out. But the thing is, I always check my own team, innit? When I'm dusting people off, bro, I'm always looking at my team and I'm always seeing stuff. And I know there's not a single stat about my team that I don't know. So there's nothing that my team can do that would surprise me, bro. And I know that in terms of form, even though we've got good form over the last 12 months, it's very deceptive. Do you know what I mean? I know that we've got the 6th best goal difference in the league. It's only 6th, bro. We're 2nd in the league, and we've got a +10 goal difference and a negative goal difference at home. Negative at home, bro. That's never happened ever in the history.
It's mad.
So, brother, I know that my team are massively overachieving. Where we are right now, it sounds weird because we've got the most amount of points, in the last 12 months, in the Premier League, but we actually don't deserve to be where we are based on the quality of the football we're playing. We don't. Like, +10 goal difference doesn't get you 2nd in the league in any season, bro. A negative home goal difference never gets you 2nd, even top of the league at one point. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at how many times you've been behind as well, bro, how many times in the season do a team go behind in nearly half the games, and be top of the league, bro? That don't make sense.
Yeah, like you can see title winners come when it's a lot of draws going into the 85th minute and they grind it out. You see a lot of those in title winners, but coming back from behind across the season, the home form of United, do you put the home form down to no fans, or is it more?
It's not down to no fans. It's down to the fact that we're a team built to counter-attack, a team with no identity. It's easier to counter-attack away from home because the impetus is on the home team to attack. That's just what it is. When you're at home, and you have the majority of the ball, you can't do anything with it because we got no creativity, we've got no structure, we've got none of these things. Do you know what I mean? Like, people count players getting assists as having creativity. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Bruno gets assists, but he's not a creative player.
Yeah, 100%. I get you. Because of the corners, free kicks, you can get like you said, a pass 30 yards outside the box, someone bangs it top corner, that's an assist.
Like, our only creative player in our team is Pogba, and he's too deep. Do you know what I mean? Bruno's not creative, bro. Like, creative players break lines not just by passing the ball, but by dribbling, by doing loads of different things, bro. He's not a creative player, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not at all. And then you've got McTominay and Fred, the double pivot that he likes to play a lot of the time, and none of them can pass. I've actually seen a passing chart, which is amazing because it looks at the quality of the passing of players, and you know they have like the graphs and stuff like that, and they have the good passes on that side, the shit passes on that side, just like they have the finishers, like they're the most accurate shooters, and like on the graph you'll have like Mason up here, Martial's up here in terms of hitting the target and stuff like that, or shots taken, bro. McTominay, Fred, and Bruno Fernandes are there at the bottom, bro, and we play all three of them together, and we wonder why we can't keep the football, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And all three of them, their uses of the ball is actually up there with the worst in the Premier League, bro. Like,
what would the three you choose? What would it be tomorrow? The three you go with
against you lot? It depends though, because it depends on how Arsenal are going to play.
Partey's been past fit, so
Partey's been past fit. But the thing is, when I look at Arsenal, I look at a team that Arsenal are they're like a counter puncher, innit? I'm saying they're not pressure fighters. They're not gonna walk you down in it. So because of that, I'm not really too worried about Arsenal in terms of like the press and the counter press. I'm more worried about Arsenal. They can put 2, 3, 4 passes together and open you up in it. So when I'm looking at that, I need a screener, bro. Like, it's one of them ones where tomorrow I might play Matic. You know them ones. I wouldn't play McTominay and Fred. There's no need for it. There's absolutely no need for it. He's going to probably go with Pogba out wide and play Bruno centrally. Against a team like Arsenal, I probably wouldn't even start Bruno. I probably wouldn't. Do you know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't. Because it's one of them ones where he's very good when there's space in behind for him to exploit. He loves to get the ball at his feet and ping it like into Rashford. He loves that pass. That pass won't be on tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where I probably wouldn't start him in a game like this. I think games like this suit Donny van der Beek, but Donny doesn't seem to get played. Not that Arsenal are a traditional low block team, but they don't leave very much space in behind, innit?
They're a bit more solid now, definitely.
Exactly. And because of that, you need your more intricate players. You need your guys that are going to be able to pick the lock, because Arsenal ain't going to leave bare holes for man to exploit. Like, that's not going to happen. You don't have the best offensive record in the Premier League, without any big names at the back, Like, if you're not a serious unit, bro. You're
Yeah,
very well drilled, in it. And I don't see Fred, McTominay, Bruno being able to expose that very easily. And that's probably what we're gonna go with. So I'd probably start Donny in a game like this, but he's out of form. Do you know what I mean? Matic in a game like this, probably.
yeah.
Like for me, Fred, yeah, Fred could probably play in a game like this. Do you know what I mean? But even so, I don't think he's really needed for a game like this. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just one of them ones where I think that stylistically, this game is going to be very cagey, innit? And I want my players that use the ball well in these kind of situations. I don't, with Arsenal, you don't want to give them too much of the ball because they've got players that are good on the ball. Even when man talk about players like Xhaka and that, as much as man banter him, do you know what I mean? He's better than McTominay. Like, it's one of them ones where on the ball, like, man banter him all the time. But, bruv, he's better on the ball than McTominay. I'd rather Xhaka's got the ball with space for someone to pass to McTominay. McTominay will literally have no one near him.
I haven't seen enough of McTominay to say,
Well,
but
McTominay will have no one around him and still give it to the other team.
like, that's Xhaka. You're describing Xhaka, fam. I can't lie. I'm telling you, the amount of times I've seen Xhaka pass the ball to the other team, I'm thinking, right, like, what have you even saw? Because I'm bad, but you're right, though. Still, I think we're definitely more solid than we have been in previous years gone by in terms of organization and structure. You're right. And that's why I said, if Man United try to take the game to us, then we can pick them off on the counter because we've got some youth in there, especially with Saka, Emil, Martinelli.
One thing I would say is on the counter, your wings are probably your strongest position, and defensively, our wings are our strongest position. You can get at us through the middle, innit? But out wide, I trust Luke Shaw against Saka or whoever, or Pepe. And I trust Wan-Bissaka against Saka. You know them ones. I think if United are going to be exposed, it's going to be through that middle of Fred, McTominay, Bruno. I think that's where Arsenal get their joy against United. I think the wings are calm. They're calm, you know.
So it's Emil. Yeah, to be honest, I'd agree. If you're looking at it on form as well, it's probably Emil and Laka through the middle hold more of an advantage than the wings at the moment. But Saka, then obviously Shaw's on form, Saka's on form. That's going to be a good battle. That'll be a good battle. Wan-Bissaka on the other side, I don't know who's he going to come up against. Oba's, back in training. Will he come back in? Martinelli, I don't even know. Pepe might start there. I don't even know who's going to start there. But Wan-Bissaka, in terms of defending,
defensively, I never have a worry about him.
Yeah, I never have a worry about him in that position. And I think you're right. I think that's what Ole will go with. That's what you lot went with last time, no?
No, because maybe we did, but probably Pogba never played. You probably played Pogba from the left or the right this time. I'll be very surprised if he plays Pogba in the pivot. I think he's going to go for the McTominay and Fred because I think last game they weren't on the bench.
Is there any chance of Cavani up top? Because I think
Cavani plays up top. I think Cavani plays up top. Rashford on the left, Pogba on the right, or Pogba on the right. No, Pogba on the left, Rashford on the right. I think Martial gets dropped for this game because his form is not great. You know what I mean? And he's had man onto him as well. So
I think that's massive for us though, because if Cavani starts up top, I think we've got problems. I don't even know who our centre-back pairing is going to be at the moment. It's probably going to be Holding Gabriel. And if it is, I'm still worried because I think Cavani, in terms of experience, movement, he can get in your head.
But he's got a lot of movement, but they need to get the ball to him. You know what I mean? United players average about 3 touches in the opposition box a game, bro. It's dead. Not gonna lie, bro. People talk about Martial's form, but Cavani, Rashford, none of them man ain't scoring goals right now. You know what I mean? Not consistently. So honestly, like United strikers, if I was an opposition, I wouldn't even worry about them. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You just need to make sure you stem the flow from the midfield, and you'll be fine because our transition through the midfield to the strikers is some of the worst in the league.
It is, but you see Cavani over Martial, he doesn't need many chances.
It's a different problem. No, but you say that, but Cavani misses hella chances as well, bro. And his touch is all mad, bro. I think last game...
Yeah, touches, yeah.
Last game, bro, like, bro, 57% pass completion and that, bro, against Liverpool, bro. Like, every other pass, he was giving it to them, bro. So, you get me? He looked like he was playing against us, fam. So, I think it really depends on what Cavani turns up. For someone his age and his experience, he's very inconsistent.
What's a good result? What's a good result for you?
For us, not losing, bro. Honestly, I think the only result that I'll be happy with is a win, bro. Because I think that a draw, it mounts the pressure on us, innit? It mounts the pressure on us because I think with Liverpool winning yesterday,
Yeah, it can
and you have
change
to,
like that.
bruv, we could be out of the top 4 by the end of the weekend on if results go against us. I'm pretty sure. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's a bit of a mad list. Let me get the flipping
not top
league
4.
table.
You can be fourth. You can be fourth.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can be 4th. Do you see what I
yeah.
mean? Man could be 4th just like that, cuz from
Just like
being top of the league and laughing at man.
because Liverpool got West Ham away. All right, that's a bit of a tricky one.
Yeah,
Leicester
but
got
if Liverpool win, yeah, they go level on points with us, yeah. So
goal.
we have to win. You know them ones. If man loses, yeah, Leicester win and Liverpool win, yeah, man could end up 4th. Just
Yeah,
like that.
and that's fourth. If who's that'll be fourth, 4 points behind City, and they'd have a game in hand. So
Do you see what I'm trying to say? And then man end up 4th. And then when you look, yeah, on and then literally you've got Everton who have 2 games in hand, Tottenham have a game in hand, and then
Villa,
West Ham are behind as well, bro. It's all mad. And then Aston Villa, what, bro? Villa have 2 games in hand, bro. This, nah, it's not nice reading, innit?
yeah,
And we've still got to go away to. I think we've got to go away to City. We've got to go away to Liverpool. I think we've still got a few hard away games, innit? So those are going to be 6-pointers, my guy, away from home. These are going to be games away from home that we have to win to stay in the top 4. So we can't afford to be losing ground because we still got to go to all of these teams, bro.
yeah. No, I hear you. What's the chat saying? People, make sure you hit the like button. There's over 800 people here already. Midday on a Friday. What's up, Rants and Turkish? I'm an Arsenal fan. I normally watch Man U while watching Rants and Saeed. I plan on having Rants and Saeed on my tablet and AFTV on my phone, earbuds in both ears. Obviously, make sure you guys tune into the watch along on Rants' channel tomorrow.
We gotta go away to Chelsea under Tuchel. We've got Liverpool at home, Man City away. Bro, all of these games, these are all games that man could lose. You know them ones. Like,
you
know
on a difficult. I didn't even know that. I've checked our run. Our run's difficult, but yeah, that's a difficult run as well.
No, but these are later. These are not now. But I'm saying while we're not playing these teams, we need to keep picking up points, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Man can't consistently just be like draw here and there. We need to make sure that loss against Sheffield United was only a blip. Because even if we get a draw out of this game, it's 2 points dropped.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying it's 2 points dropped, bro.
Especially the way I get it. Because in a week, just like that, to drop them, it's 4 points dropped out of what 6 in a week, and in the league. That happens, you're 1st to 4th real quick, and
bro.
A couple more in the next 4 games, and it's 4th to 6th, 7th real quick.
Bro, that's what I said about Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea were 5 points outside the top 4 when Tuchel comes in. Yeah, and then you look at it now. They got Burnley next game. They'll pan Burnley, and then, bro, I don't know the next couple games, but imagine if they win 3 games in a row, they're in the top 4, bro, guaranteed.
Oh, they got Burnley and Tottenham away. Then Sheffield United, so they should have 2 wins there.
Bro, they've got 2 wins out of 3 guaranteed, innit? Do you know what I mean? And bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they beat Tottenham the way Tottenham got pammed up yesterday, bro. They're disgraceful, bro. I told you, man, about Mourinho the dinosaur as well. He's finished.
He's finished. I'm telling you, fam, he's done. He's done, and it's perfect.
He's got man playing funeral football, blood. You know what I mean?
Crazy, you know. They had a big chance to do something, mark some sort of statement, and they did nothing, bro. They didn't
go for it. And you know what it is about Mourinho that makes me sick as well, yeah? Man sat there and dug out his players. Individual mistakes. This mistake, that mistake. Bro, the mistake was your tactics. It was so transparent from the beginning that they were playing 2 banks of 4, yeah? With Son on the counter-attack and Harry Kane in the hole. So it's like a 4-4-1-1. Like, bro. And then when the goal was offside, the Son goal, yeah? Bro, literally, they set up like that for the whole game, you know? Like, you just knew what they were going to do. Like, it was so predictable, bro. Tottenham are disgraceful. And Mourinho's a disgrace, bro. He's got no shame, bro. Like, that's why when certain man say, yo, Tottenham, like, Mourinho hates football, he really does.
Yeah, say manage a different bus, as that meme going around says. And that's
he hates football, blood. You know
like, and you know what it is? He's tried to insinuate before that he's trying to change up his methods, but, like, he's not changing it enough. He's not changing it enough, and he's not keeping up with modern day football now. And you can see that in the games this season. They've had chances to take advantage in this top 4 race for them, or whatever title thing they thought they was in a couple of months ago. But again, they sacked Pochettino, who done a lot for them to bring this man in, and a year and a bit on, are they really any better off? Let's be honest.
They're worse off, bro,
Yeah.
because they're gonna lose the dressing room. Gareth Bale's already kind of. You saw the video leak of Mourinho say, "Yo, do you want to go back to Madrid?" and that. Do you know what I mean? Like chiefing him up. Like, bruv, listen, dressing room unrest, and then Jose's brought in certain man that, again, when he gets sacked, because it will happen, there's gonna have to be another rebuild again, bro. Tottenham have definitely taken a step back by recruiting Jose, and if he doesn't win a trophy this season, it will never come in it. And the only trophy he can win for me is the Carabao Cup, and that's Man City's trophy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They take that.
And since we won it, I think City have won it every single year.
Yeah. I think what is it, 4 years in a row or something like that? Yeah. So
since we won it with Jose, I think that City have won it every single year, and I think they'll win it again. I think that Tottenham now have Harry Kane out injured. Yeah, he done his ankle.
Yeah, his ankle. Yeah, it came
off. He'll be out for weeks, mate. Which
Aurier left the stadium, says a few other of them in the chat, and a few others.
Aurier is a bad boy, you know. That's what man need to realize. Before they signed Serge Aurier, we got linked with him, and I remember when Aurier was in France, bro. Like, man's like a real road man, bro. Like, and that he walked out on Jose. He'll fight, man. He's one of them guys. He's not all right in the head, Serge Aurier. So
you see, at half time, innit?
Yeah. And you see, he
likes doing that, fam.
Yeah, but you see when these things start to happen, it's a mad thing, bro. Honestly, this is the implosion of Tottenham. We're seeing it right now, innit? And as I said with Jose, when you're winning, his methods they're not an issue, innit? But you see when you lose in the manner that they lost yesterday, certain men are going to be side-eyeing him now. He'll lose a few players after that performance, because not only did they lose, but the manner in which they lost, and then the fact that he's blaming people as well. Come on, bro.
And I think there's already problems behind the scenes there, because I think Ali had a big influence, and the way it's gone with Ali, I think people are probably looking at it like, well, if the results don't come soon, then we're gonna side with our guy Ali. Aurier walking out. Would you really walk out at halftime if your club was in a good place and the manager was in a good place? I don't think you would. I think that adds pressure, because Aurier knows that behind the scenes, the Tottenham players are probably not convinced by him. If us, man, Rants, you said the same thing as me. If us, man, know or can say Mourinho's finished, his tactics are dead, he's a dinosaur, surely the players and a lot of players know this as well, or feel this as well.
Of course they do. And that's why I said, as long as they're winning games or winning things, it's not a problem. As soon as results start going against them, like, bruv, like, let me look at this table now. Because you know what's
here quickly, Rants, you can't guarantee any victory. You should know that you can't just say Chelsea are going to beat Burnley or Sheffield. Yeah, you can be confident with it.
They're going to beat them. The reason why I say that is, they've got the new manager bounce, and they've got a good manager as well, bro. You know them ones. So it's one of them ones where I can say that, confidently. If they don't beat them, cool. I know Sheffield United's 3 points for Chelsea, calm. Because where we messed up, there's no way that's going to happen. You see the way Chelsea keep the ball under this manager, Sheffield United are going to be doing a lot of running, bro. Do you know what I mean? And when you're doing a lot of running, it's a lot of concentration. United let them have a lot of the ball at times they didn't need to. United are wasteful in possession. Chelsea aren't in it under this new manager. But you look at Tottenham, 33 points, the same amount of points as Everton, and Everton have a game in hand on them, bro. So it's one of them ones. They're sixth in the league, bro. Jose's underachieving, bro.
Yeah.
Like, sixth in the league. He should be in that top 4, bro. Look how many players he brought in. He's brought in about 6 players in that window, maybe even more than that. You can't say it's not his team no more.
Yeah, and look at the league season. Like, look at the league season it is. It's mad. Like you said, with the plus 10 goal difference and being second, and all of the inconsistencies from, aside from maybe Man City, everyone else has been inconsistent. Tottenham should really be thinking to themselves, this was a chance. You see that season Leicester won it. It wasn't even a season like this, but Leicester took the initiative. They was top at a time, and they looked at themselves and said, you know what, we can do this. Let's do it. This is a season like that where one team needs to really step it up. It looks like it's City now, because if they win a couple and they're game in hand, then, they might have that motivation to win it. But any team could have been. This is why with Arsenal, I'm vexed, because I know we didn't have a good transfer window, and I know I didn't expect top 4. But I hope that other clubs' failures give us a chance, because that's all you can hope for. Other clubs' failures at Arsenal to give us a chance. And other clubs have failed left, right, and centre this year. Tottenham haven't taken advantage. Arsenal haven't taken advantage. Chelsea are not taking advantage. Man United have, but at the moment it's a crossroads. Like if you come back tomorrow and beat us, I think that's massive because, like you said before, Ole, when he comes up against a loss after a run, it goes bad for a couple of weeks. Well, not a couple,
it
couple
does.
months. And then his name gets dragged. And then he might start picking up form again. But how many times can you do that before you think, nah, he hasn't got what it takes to cross that line from form to big trophies. So I think United are the only, well, Leicester are up there as well. But I think United are the ones that
overlook Leicester though, because we do that at our peril, innit? Like Leicester been doing this for a while now. Do you know what I'm saying? Leicester been doing this for a while. We have to respect them as a potential top 4 team.
They are.
We have to, bro. They've lost Jamie Vardy. It'll be interesting to see how they respond to losing Jamie Vardy. We saw how Man City responded to losing Kevin De Bruyne. They went and put 5 past West Brom. So, you know,
it's like that.
Bro, Man City are different, bro. They're a different breed. They're
no
breed.
striker. Their best performing player out, and all of a sudden 5-0. It's like, mate, what can we do? What can we do? Foden, Bernardo Silva stepping it up, and Aguero's going to be back in it. Well, I don't even know what's going to happen.
They don't even need him, bruv. I think this is his last season at Man City, and I think they're going to be looking for life after Aguero, because I just think it's the injuries in it that Pep's growing frustrated with, because you know when you got a player you can't rely on. That's how it was with Bailly for a moment. I think that this is Bailly's last chance, and I think part of the reason why Oli don't have Bailly down as the first choice is because you don't really trust him, like fitness wise. Do you know what I mean? Obviously the fact that he sucks off Lindelof is a reason as well, but I think that he doesn't trust Bailly's fitness to build a defense around him, which I do understand. So
obviously people saying he's out with COVID now, but look at this whole season so far. He hasn't been, reliable, and that's understandable considering the way he went into the season. But Rants is right. This season they have
even if he had COVID, bro, like he hasn't had a season that he hasn't had a hamstring injury or something, bro. Aguero and Harry Kane, they both literally have at least 2 months out every season, and they're still in the competition for the Golden Boot. Like it always happens.
Yeah, and the older you get, obviously, the more weeks get added onto them.
That's it. Your body don't heal like it used to.
Yeah. I think you're right, though. I think Aguero probably this summer, I think he wants to move back on to South America before he not retires, but
most of them do anyway. They like to go back home young, innit? Like, so don't be surprised if my man like does a 1 more season. Do you know what I mean? And goes somewhere else.
I wouldn't even be surprised if Atletico went back in for him or something like that. Because
they got Suarez banging goals now, so I think Barca could go.
That's true. I remember they did that with Torres as well. So what are you saying for prediction tomorrow then?
I think it's going to be a 0-0, bro. I think it's going to be a ball draw, bro. I think it's going to be 2 teams that would take a draw before the game. I don't think any team's going to roll the dice and go for it. If it isn't a 0-0, I think it's just going to come from a mistake, bro, or a moment of brilliance. I don't think either team's going to leave any space in behind. I don't think any team is going to be cautious. I think everything's going to be safe, bro. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a boring match, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be similar to our game against Chelsea, our game against City as well, where both teams just they're afraid to lose, innit? Because I think a loss for us is detrimental to our season, and a loss for you stops the kind of momentum that you had. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. I think when I got asked on Monday, Tuesday about it, I said, you know what? I'm thinking there's going to be goals in the game. I think it might be 3-2 United, if I'm honest. But now it's after the Southampton win and after the Sheffield United loss. I'm still not confident of a win, but I think a draw is probably the most likely result.
Us scoring 3, I can't, bruv. Listen. You know them. I don't know about all that, bro. 3.
Not now, but before, at the start of the week, I was looking at us thinking, listen, as much as we've turned on form, looking at Man United, they just knocked out Liverpool. You scored 3 against them, and I'm just thinking to myself, all right, cool. Let me be realistic now. 2-2, 3-2 to United, maybe, but I'm leaning more towards a 2-2 now, 1-1.
Man scored 3 against Liverpool, and I swear they didn't have one senior centre half and that. Man are saying, Liverpool, that's cool. That's a different ball game. And it was at home as well. You know, like
that's true. But with Arsenal, we've still got that. If Bellerin plays, for example, that's a massive lull. And your wingers can take up like the chance. If Rashford comes up against Bellerin, there's one winner in that battle.
Oh, yeah, 100. It
just depends how fast, like you said, the midfield you pick, how fast you can break the lines to those wingers. If you break the lines fast, if you have a Donny in there, if Pogba maybe plays in centrally but a more attacking position, then I'm worried. I'm worried about Cavani too. I know what you're saying, but I'm worried about Cavani because I just feel like our defenders don't cope well with that sort of a striker. So I'm still gonna say draw. I'm gonna go 2-2. I still think there's goals in it.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's gonna be a stalemate and it's gonna be a stinker as well, bro. I know what my manager's like. After losing a game, he kind of goes back in his shell, innit? That's what he does. And like we had our chest out for a bit, and now we've lost the game. I feel like we're not gonna go for it. I feel like we're gonna be very cautious.
Any injury concerns or anything like that?
No, we've had almost a clean bill of health the whole season, which is another thing that's been very fortunate for us. And I think that's massively contributed to our league position as well, because we've been able to play whoever we've wanted to play for a long time now, which is brilliant. But that's another thing that I'm cautious of. If we get a couple injuries, again, it could derail our season because we're only halfway through and we haven't had any.
Yeah, true. That's true. Well, yeah. So you're saying 0-0. I'm going 2-2. Obviously, I see a lot of the comments. It's both sided, to be honest. But make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, do all of that stuff. We're back every Friday midday. So make sure you guys are here. And yes, I am back tonight, 10 p.m. for the Big Six. So make sure you're there too. We've got our predictions in, thoughts on the game. Big up Broads. I see you in the chat as well. This whole Twanzebe and Martial situation, we've discussed it before, bro. And, you know, we're going to discuss it again.
Yeah.
It's like, the common question, what needs to be done, yeah? It's never going to be done, is it?
No.
It's never going to be done.
You know what? And on that as well, yeah. Deluded must have tweeted something from Henry Winter in it, and he replied some bullshit, yeah. And you know what's mad, yeah? Henry Winter comes out and he's like, he said something about these guys need to be educated or something like that. And Deluded was right. He was like, listen, we need to stop assuming that racists are not educated, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's educated people that are fucking racist, bro. Like, stop putting this thing down to ignorance and putting it down to lack of knowledge or what. But these men know what they're doing, fam.
Yeah.
You know them ones there. Like, stop making excuses for these people. It's just like when people come out and they say, oh, they're not real football fans. Of course they are, bro. Real football fans are racist, bro. Have you been to football matches? That'll answer your question.
It's the way they sell it. It's the way they try and sell it to us. Like, yeah, it's the lowest of low that are racist.
Yeah, it's the minority.
But in reality, yeah, racists run the world, fam. They run the world. It's what we're sold. You know what I compare it to in a sense, not exactly, but it's like, you know how people that from the lower middle class will say, "Oh, money doesn't make you happy," and this and that, and it's right, it doesn't. But that's been sold to people as, you know, you don't need to be at a certain level to find happiness. But in reality, you should still strive for that certain level.
You should still strive for it. Absolutely. But the thing is, it's easy to say that when you've got money. You know what I mean? Because most people that don't have money, their biggest stress in life is not having money.
Yeah. Because if you don't have it, you use more time to make it. If you use more time to make it, it's less time what you want to do, who you want to spend it with.
Bro, all the stuff that money don't make you happy is nonsense, bro. Of course it does. You know them ones. It won't make all your problems go away.
Yeah. 100%.
But money will make you happy. This 100%. Money don't make you happy is bullshit. You know them ones, because man's grown up in a family that never had no money, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, actually had no peace, bro.
Yep.
And now man's not there no more. I can honestly tell you, waking up every morning and not thinking about money, is amazing. Like,
different feeling, trust me.
It's a different feeling, bro. You know them ones, it's a different feeling. So when people say, "Oh yeah, cool, money won't make you happy," it will. It won't make all your problems go away, but it'll make you fucking happy, bro. Not having money, will make you fucking miserable because you feel like you can't do nothing.
Yeah, especially in this world. Let me not say this world, because when I go like back home, Cyprus, Turkey, even Ireland,
in the Western world.
Yeah, exactly. The lifestyle requires you to have money to be happy. Let's be honest, because the doors are closed, and it can be the smallest of doors. It can just be maybe having a drink on a Friday night. In some countries, you're priced out of it. So
but that's why poverty, is relative to your circumstance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can be back home in the Caribbean where my family are from, and you can have no shoes on your feet, but you know that if you want food, you can go in the garden and pick up a mango. Calm.
Yep.
In this country, bro, if you ain't got money to buy food, bro, where you getting food from? You can't just pick it up off the floor, bro. You know them.
Yeah.
You can't just go down to the beach, get in your boat, do you know what I mean, and go pick up some crab and that. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't do that. You've got no money, you've got no food in it. So like the happiness thing, it's relative to your circumstances. In the Western world where you require money to do everything, bro. If you ain't got no money, it's a mad thing, innit? So and that's what it is. So man can't tell you that not having money, like money don't make you happy, bro.
That's why it was like it's put there to sell us not a dream, but sell us, down another direction. Like with the racist thing, it's low class, it's inbreds, it's the lowest of low and uneducated. No, it's not. Partly yes, but in reality, look at the way most of the biggest countries in the world are done in terms of power. The racism is rife from top to bottom in any walk of life, let alone sports and football.
Yeah,
I just think that's why I say it's never going to be done, because they don't want to tackle the real issue. When they ask people for opinions, they're not really asking the right people. It's not everyday famous people are giving the right opinions, or ex-footballers are giving the right opinions, or ask people that are more educated on that matter in terms of identifying why the racists are from top to bottom, not people just talking about the lower end of the scale, which is things like, this, for example. This highlights a bigger issue in the world.
Yeah, but people know what the issue is. It's just that a lot of people ain't brave enough to speak out about it, because they know, that the people employ them are probably racist.
Yeah. Well,
look
at the industry we're in, for example. Yeah. If you like... for example, I look around and I say, you know what? I wouldn't say I'm in this industry, but I've got a foot in it. And I look at it and think, people don't get to a certain level without licking a lot of arse and
of course,
bend over for the wrong, for the, moral, like people will grow up with certain morals, but break them for the industry and break them for success.
Yeah. But that's why I know, I've had to leave certain arenas, because I'm not tap dancing for no one.
Yeah, 100%.
You know them ones. I'm my own man, bro, and that's why I can't be in certain company, bro. I can't do certain things.
Yeah,
I'm not selected to do certain things. I remove myself from certain things because I'm not tap dancing for no one. If there's an issue, I'm gonna speak on it, bro. I don't care how uncomfortable it makes people think, because I'm comfortable in my own skin, so I say what I want.
Yeah.
You know them ones. I'm not about appeasing other people, if it means that I don't feel easy with myself. As long as I can sleep at night, I don't care about other people's opinions of what I say. That I genuinely don't, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel more aggrieved if I have an opportunity to say something and I don't, bro.
Yeah.
You know them ones. And that's what it is. Whereas a lot of people are happy to sit in a space, see things going on, and they'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna protect my bag. There's loads of people like that.
Yeah, all around us, bro.
Yeah.
All around us, fam.
100%. But now I generate my own bag. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't have to say, oh, you know what? If I say this, they might cancel me from this show, or do you know what I mean? They might do this or they might do that, bro. I can do whatever I want, and that's why there's a lot of people. When you're looking to people in the mainstream, to be your voice, it's not gonna happen, because all the men that sign these man's checks, think like most of these footballers. The only reason why these men are getting employed in the first place is because they know, that it's profitable for them. Do you know what I mean? And then when they're putting these people in, it's always the tolerable, digestible faces they're putting on there, bro.
Yeah. What they can sell to the consumer. That's all it is. How they can sell it.
But that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? You have to be a certain type of person. You know what I mean? You have to have a certain kind of image, because it's a box ticking exercise. They don't really want you there. Do you know what I mean? Like, even when I look at the mainstream now, like, for instance, like since they started doing this kneeling thing, all of a sudden, man's watching Sky Sports and everyone's black on there. Man's seeing a Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and a Patrice Evra together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And a this and a that, and it's so forced, bro.
It's all quota, fam.
That's what I mean. You know, you want it to be Souness and them, man, yeah, but you know what I mean? You're doing it on a forced thing. You know them, you never used to use these man before. Yeah. And that doesn't mean, yeah, that the owner of Sky, yeah, still isn't a flipping, you know what I mean?
He just hired a creative director that's more modern.
But that's what I mean, but he's still a Trump man, though.
Yep, exactly.
You know them ones there, like, so you still
ain't changed.
Nothing ain't changed, blood. Do you know what I mean? They just repackaged it for you.
Yeah.
You know them ones, they're selling you the same shit, but they just put it in a different wrapping paper, fam. You know, like that. And when you're actually privy to this, yeah, then you know none of this thing don't really mean nothing. Yeah. Don't mean that. He's kind of kneeling and that. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And then what? What does that mean?
And then you look at the way the world goes, and then the causes and whatnot, and even the influence, like what you said about someone like Michael Richards and whatnot. Then you have the Alex Scotts and whatnot, and obviously the bringing in that approach too. And it's like, is it natural, or is it because you see what's, you know, like you said, if the company director and owner doesn't change, nothing changes. It's just the face they put in front of you that changes.
Yeah, but the thing is, like for instance, with Alex Scott, yeah, she deserves to be there because
she's good.
Yeah, I know, but she's only there because them man are ticking boxes. They don't want her there.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly that. You know, she's actually she's hard.
She's more knowledgeable than most of the men. Do you know what I mean? But she ticks both boxes, yeah, because she's ethnic and she's a woman. So they're like, yeah, we'll have some of you.
Yeah, 100%. And that's
the only reason why she's there. It's not because she's good, because she should be there on merit, but she's not there on merit. Just like Souness ain't there on merit because he don't know shit about football. He's a failed manager. Do you know what I'm saying? And he offers nothing analytical to the conversation. He's just one of them bres. It's just all bravado, bro.
Yeah, even down to all the influencer stuff they're doing now. They saw that market and that potential and said, yeah, let's do it. But it's just none of it is natural. That's why I don't think none of it gets the traction or the engagement I think that your channel would, or my channel would, or the regular fan of a club would. You know,
but that's why they're bringing in people like Chunks and all that, bro. Remember on Soccer Radio, they were making fun of man, bro, the commentators.
Yes, I remember that.
And then all of a sudden, my man got the Sky Sports gig, bro. I'm happy that he's got the bag. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm so happy that he's got the bag. Do you know what I mean? But they don't respect him.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? They don't respect him. They've got him in there because he's useful.
Yeah, that's, you know, the companies, when you're useful, they use you. But as soon as that use ends, you know, it's not like they don't owe you anything, and they'll drop you out quicker than they brought you in. And that's the reality of the situation in terms of the constant change of direction at Sky Sports. Like the amount of people they're bringing on, because even down to Roy Keane coming on. Roy Keane came on because they probably saw, listen, Roy Keane's always been Roy Keane. If you wanted a ruthless, raw approach, if you wanted someone that's blunt and maybe slightly angry all the time, that's Roy Keane. Why did you choose to wait so long before you brought him in? Because you saw all of a sudden that, hold on, people that are angry, maybe negativity is selling, maybe rants is selling. But they brought him in then.
They brought him in there, but they brought him in there because they knew, man's controversial, innit? And it's for entertainment. They didn't bring him in for his analytics. They brought him in there, to ruffle it up, and then they're doing the little double act with Michael Richards. You know what I mean? Like the smiley black guy and then the angry white guy and that, and they're trying to make them bounce off each other and try and make a thing of it. Do you know what I mean? And it's dead, bro.
Not natural. And they're chasing it the way they're chasing it just highlights the obvious to man like us even more. And a lot of people in the comments, I see you guys agree. Make sure you guys hit the like button. There's over 1,200 people here. I don't even think there's 500 likes yet. So make sure you guys hit the like button. People, there's a super chat in here from Martin. I thanked Rants yesterday on his stream for discussing these issues. Thank you also at Turkish. I appreciate that you're discussing societal issues. But that's what we're going to try to do. Obviously, this show's real, recognized, real. Obviously, we're both from the football YouTube world, but there's a lot more to us, you know, as you can see from this conversation here. So we're going to be bringing you a lot more current topics, not just football related, and hopefully.
And big up the guy in there. He said, "Oh, Mike is decent to listen to." He is, but what you got to realize is, you see microaggressions and stuff like that. If Michael wasn't always laughing and smiling and that, and just agreed with nearly everything man said, bro, he wouldn't be on there. And that's the reality of it. He's someone I like. He's someone I respected as a footballer, bro. He was very unlucky because when he broke through for England, he was meant to be like the next best thing. And I believe that he could have had a better career had like injuries and that not got in the way, bro.
Yeah.
And I think he carries himself very well. But I remember there was an instance where they were talking about racism, and he kind of was like, "Oh, like I don't think that was racist," and was pandering to everyone in the room. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know them one. And then the other day, man like brought up AFTV or something like that, like unprovoked. Again, I didn't appreciate that. You know what I mean? When he's talking about AFTV and the confidence of the Arsenal players, AFTV is owned and run by a black man. You didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
You know them ones. You didn't need to throw them under the bus like that, but you did. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I mean. Like that's why man's there.
Disappointing. I can't lie. Disappointing.
You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, bro, because at the end of the day, yeah, AFTV ain't the reason why man aren't playing well. Because when Arsenal are playing well now, what is it? Because the AFTV, blood.
Yeah.
You know, like that. When Pogba's not playing well, yeah, is it because them man are clowning him on Sky Sports every week?
And you know what's mad? I look at AFTV and think they're way too positive. Imagine that, you know, people rip AFTV for being there, but the reality is that they're not too positive. But at times it's frustrating because, you know, they don't highlight the bigger issues as much as I believe it should be highlighted. But then you have people knocking them when in reality it's quite balanced. You get differing opinions.
It's very balanced, bro. When Arsenal win, them man chat shit and they're over positive and they're screaming and that. And then when they lose, they're angry like a normal football fan.
How it should be. How do you want it? What do you want man to do after a loss? Come back and say, yeah, you know, it happens in football. At least I had a drink with the lads. You know, it was nice to meet up with the lads and all that. That's what it's about for some people. When in reality, yeah, I want my club to be winning and doing what they should be doing, fam. It's nothing to do with AFTV. It's nothing to do with anything like that. And even someone said Evra in the comments, yeah. And regardless of your opinion of Evra's, you know, skills as a presenter or a guest or whatever, pundit, why is he there? Because he managed to build a little brand for himself after football. I love this game. He done that licking the raw chicken thing. It went viral. And all of a sudden he's with Sky Sports. That's not a coincidence. That's because he's in the public eye and Sky Sports thought, let's just get him because we can get his viewership.
100%. He built a brand.
They bought in
a brand for himself. Do you know what I'm saying? But man, licking the chicken and that jumping over cars and that clowning around, again, he built a brand for himself. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the harmless black guy that just likes to smile and have fun and dance every Monday and that. And that's the guy they went for, innit? Because those are the kind of man they like.
Because on the face of it, it looks like they've done their job. But it's not the face of it that counts. It's what's inside that counts too, fam. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, like look at John Barnes, for example, always commenting on a lot of different situations. But look at the perspective he's commenting from. Yeah, you know, that matters as much as how you perceive it on face value.
That's what Henry Winter said to DG. He was like, "Oh, education," as John Barnes would say. I was like, "Bruv, who made John Barnes the spokesperson for black people, bro?"
Yeah, exactly.
John Barnes don't give a shit about black people. John Barnes is just so, bruv. John Barnes, identifies with his bank account. He don't identify with his skin color, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You think John Barnes doesn't see all this criticism coming his way when he makes these comments, the extra followers, the retweets? You think he doesn't see that and does it for that reason now?
It's good for his brand, bro, because 100%. If the majority think like him, then it just builds his brand, innit? Because black people are only 3% here, so he doesn't need us.
Yeah. He's using what he sees to his advantage, but in reality, you know, you can't. Them man need to be pushed into swept into the background. They shouldn't be being called for real social issues, real problems in the world.
But there you go. But they are, because they're the digestible token black face, innit?
Easy.
And that's what it is with the everything, yeah? Like, people saying, but he's the only one that protects Pogba. He protects Pogba because him and Pogba have a personal relationship, not because Pogba's a black man. Because if it was another black man, he would leave them.
Yeah, because like you mentioned the owner of Sky Sports, if someone turns around to him and goes, "Oh, why do you ask a black man about these issues?" He'll turn around and say, "We got John Barnes on it." Yeah. And for that person to now highlight why John Barnes is wrong to the Sky Sports owner, he might he might put it in a way that could be perceived racist in itself by admitting in reality, inside John Barnes' opinion might not be face value, what you get. You know, it's hard to really say it without, you know, causing some sort of fucking problems in this day and age, but it's bait. It's there, obvious to see, but people were 50 minutes in. I'm going to wrap it up here because I've got a busy day ahead of me. I'm back tonight, 10 p.m, Big 6 Rants. You're back at 3 p.m, right?
Oh, I've got madness. Yeah, I've got the show that I jumped on with Laurie and Curtis is out on AFTV already. My podcast with Troops comes out at 2 o'clock on Troops' channel. Then I'm live at 3 o'clock with Lee Gunner, and then at 4 o'clock I got a video scheduled with like Joel Cams and Frimpon, the football video. So yeah, bare content coming out today from me, people, man. So you're getting like 4 or 5 different pieces of content today, bro. Literally on the hour, every hour. So yeah, you man, look out for that. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a busy day still. But the Troop show's out at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, yeah. So an hour left. People, go get your lunch and all that, and get ready for that one. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Still not on 500 yet. Get it to 500 before you leave. There's still 1,300 people here. Big up all the support. This is the first one back on my channel for a little while. But we've still been going on Rants' channel every Tuesday or Wednesday. So if you haven't checked them out, go check them out. But it's a big weekend. Man United, Arsenal, the content's going to be flying. I might even be back with Rants again Sunday, or during the game, I might message him and say, let me just log in for 15 minutes. We'll see how it goes. If I get some time, we'll do that. Rants, any last thoughts?
No, man. Just, hey, we'll see what happens, innit? I think it's going to be a stink fest still, not going to lie. So we'll see, innit? We'll see, guys. Hopefully I'm wrong and it's an exciting game, but I'm not holding my breath.
We'll see. I think there's some goals in it, but I think the first 20 will tell a lot. But like I said, catch the stream tomorrow with Rants. I might make a quick guest appearance and see how it's going. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, subscribe to Rants' channel if you haven't already. We'll be back Tuesday on Rants' channel, next Friday midday on my channel. Peace, people, and love.